Welcome back, everybody. Look at us. We're right here by the Switch.
I did it on my second try. I am so proud of myself.
Yeah, we were away long enough for me to read half a page of a manga.
Yep.
So, I guess the precaution there wasn't completely necessary, but...
Well, I still wanted to end the episode because of how long it was getting. But yeah, I mean, you do realize that YouTube sort of punishes you for putting out shorter videos nowadays, right?
Right, but at the same time, I can't watch those videos that are over an hour long that some Let's Players put up nowadays.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you can't watch the whole thing in one sitting. It's all about viewer retention. So, if somebody watches an hour-long video and they click away at the 25-minute mark, that's actually more valuable to YouTube than somebody who watches the entirety of a 5-minute video full to completion.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, I just can't do it. Those really long videos, it's like I'm devoting an entire hour to something that isn't a movie. It's somebody else playing a video game, somebody that I don't know personally. And half the time it's not even super interesting of a game, so I end up starting to doze off. I'm sorry to say, I just can't freaking do it. Maybe if I had some coffee or something.
That's sad to hear when somebody says, "Hang on, I need some coffee to get through this YouTube video." I really hope nobody's saying that about our Let's Plays. Almost had a bit of a Freudian slip there.
Isn't it pronounced Freudian slip?
Freudian, yes. But I like the sound of Freudian a lot better.
Freudian. Loyal.
Hello, lady!
I know a lady with high heel shoes and a pantyhose, a pretty lady.
So how excited are you for the reboot of Animaniacs?
That was actually a very clever segue. Oh god, it's a giant TNT box!
Yes, but unfortunately, as you saw, he's not full of TNT, so he's actually easier to beat than the regular forms of this. The only dangerous part about this guy is the fact that he's one of those enemies that just keeps splitting into smaller and smaller pieces. But you can just keep hitting him over and over again with regular attacks. The quicker way to get this guy done is to just go invincible, but I don't want to waste my my feathers.
Right. So, in relation to your question, I am very excited for a new Animaniacs. Animaniacs is one of my all-time favorite shows ever created, and I would love to see what they do with a modern take on it.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the things that really sold me on it is that they are actually getting the entire cast back together. I think all of the original voice actors are coming back.
Yeah, that's pretty great. That's something that a lot of people appreciate, I'm sure. Especially considering, remember when they brought back Powerpuff Girls and Tara Strong was like, I'm willing to voice Bubbles. Hell, I'll even do it for free, guys. And I think that she actually said that. And they were just like, no, not you, not anybody that originally worked on this. We want new voices for the Powerpuff Girls.
Well, here's one of the worst parts about that, too, is that they brought back all of the original voice cast except for the voice actresses who voiced the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Or worse, depending on how you look at it.
I'm saying that ironically.
I'm sure.
Well, it's the best part in that it's just so great that they did something so stupid with a show that is so bad.
Yeah, I mean, even Teen Titans Go brought back the original voice cast, even if it is very off-putting to hear, Raven's voice coming out of that interpretation. It's Tara Strong's Raven voice coming out of that interpretation of the character.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I can understand why some people might be a fan of it, but I am not a fan of it.
I jumped down too far.
Yeah, you really stuck the landing on that one, hon.
Thank you.
Right on your face.
Okay, that's the last of the empty honeycomb pieces.
Jesus, you really do know where everything is.
I've only played this game a million billion times, and this is the part of the game that I hate the most, the engine room.
Only a million billion.
Yeah. This is the part of the game that will make any classic Banjo Kazooie fan very, very nervous. The engine room is the most dangerous, toughest part of this entire world, and I would go on to say probably the entire game.
Yay.
Yeah, because there aren't a lot of parts of the game that actually have one-hit kill, like, death pits in them, but this is one of them, and they also combine that with very narrow, slippery passages with rotating and spinning areas like this.
Well, they had to make it challenging. I'm making excuses for frickin' Rare.
Well, this is that's okay, because this is good Rare. This is fun Rare. This is the better Rare.
This is the rarity of Rare.
Are you making an MLP reference right now?
I don't know. Like I said in the previous session, I'm tired.
I told you could have gone back to bed this morning. I wouldn't have blamed you.
No. I went to the bathroom and I was awake then.
Thanks for sharing.
You just gotta throw in that extra little comment, don't you, to make it like...
I can't help it. I'm sarcastic.
But it makes it so awkward.
Okay. Come on. No. Oh. I just shit myself. Not really, but it came close. I hate this part so much.
I almost made like one of those Oni scream noises, but I think that would have made things worse.
Yes, it would have. That would not be very helpful.
Like when they did the Super Monkey Ball playthrough and they just devolved into like monkey screams.
If you are a fan of Oni Plays as well, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video.
Sweetie, how many times are you gonna plug in this session?
I'm plugging ironically.
You are not.
Okay. Now we get to the real terror.
That wasn't even the real terror?
It's nerve-wracking, but not nearly as nerve-wracking as this. Alright. Gotta concentrate, so I might go silent for a little bit.
Do you need to hit that frame?
And here we go.
You almost ran off without doing that.
Go.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, that switch shuts off most of this. This is not smart.
It's not.
Okay.
What are you doing? Oh god, you only have...
Yeah, you have 65 seconds from the moment you hit that switch to get all the way out and to the back of the ship. And those propellers, if they're spinning, are one-hit kills.
Lovely.
Okay.
Go. What are you doing?
I had to remember which way was the way to the back of the ship. I think we're gonna be good. I've still got 20 seconds. Okay. And we're in. But now can we get out? Yes, we can. Oh, thank God.
Whew.
That might actually be the first time in all the years that I have played this game that I have managed to do the engine room in one run. That is usually a place that ends up killing me.
Sweetie?
Yes?
You have 3 air.
Yes, I do. But there's a ladder right there, and thankfully you can slow it down by constantly hopping in and out of the water. Plus, we're gonna have to go back in there one more time for the last jiggy of this place.
Getting jiggy with it.
I hate that joke. I hate that song too. It's a horrible song. I don't hear you arguing against that.
I was about to when you interrupted me.
Hey, you gotta be quicker. We gotta be snappy. Otherwise, people are going to click off. You're the one who railed against...
Well, then we don't have any viewers right now.
Well, you're the one who railed against awkward silences, so...
I didn't rail against it, I just pointed out that it was gonna happen because of us.
Yeah, that's true. We're not very social creatures, Midori and I.
Getting Jiggy with It is the song of Jigglypuff's people.
Middy.
What?
Middy.
What?
Middy.
What?
Middy.
What?
Go away, both of you. Thank you.
I can just imagine a Jigglypuff just like...
Oh, come on. You could have metered that out better.
Maybe.
Yes. There we go. Last Jiggy, we've got all 100 notes. Then we can leave this death trap.
Do we have all 100 notes?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't pay attention to this at all, do you?
Well, I'm not the one playing!
It's right in front of you.
I pay attention when it's needed, when we're doing puzzles. Releasing a dolphin from an anchor is not a puzzle.
No, I suppose it's not, but it still makes me feel good. Okay, I need to jump out of the water real quick before I go to get that Jiggy.
Before you go get jiggy with it.
Midori?
Ladies and gentlemen, we pause here for the domestic discipline that's about to take place.
Shush. Not supposed to tell anybody about that.
Why do you keep making that joke?
Because you keep setting me up for it.
But it's such an awkward joke.
Yes, I know. That's why I love it. I love awkward jokes.
I don't. We're awkward enough without awkward humor.
That's just going to be our thing, I think.
No! Our thing is not going to be awkward humor.
And there's the name of that this part. Awkward humor.
No!
Oh no!
Stop it!
Stop what?
Stop your awkward mimicking of me for humor's sake.
Fine. God, you are so full of beans and sass.
I'm so full of bees.
Well, that's a thing. Okay, now I need to remember...
Remember the song that we're obsessing over last night? It's hip to bees.
Yep, if you guys haven't seen it, go and look up It's Hip to Bees. It's actually a pretty funny, it's actually pretty funny. Now, I need to... Oh, I think I remember where I need to go next.
It's kind of amusing to me that, like, I don't know why it's amusing to me, but it's so amusing to me that there's such crisp, crystal clear, clean water right outside of that tankard bay.
You know what? You actually make a very good point.
I mean, not saying that I want it to be hard to, like, be alive right outside the level, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. Like, why hasn't that pollution and oil seeped into Gruntilda's castle?
If I remember right, they do point that out, or like they bring up the fact that there's a lot of stuff that just does not make sense about all of these worlds being interconnected.
I mean, yeah, where's the connection between a lot of this stuff?
The answer is there's not one.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember because if I remember right, you have to make the platform appear in front of the picture before you can unlock the last world.
Well, you can easily make the platform appear when you get jiggy with it.
Midori, that one didn't even make any sense. You are seriously reaching here. Oh no, that's the way to the quiz show.
Did we start the next session? How long has this one been?
Let's see. It's been about 20 minutes or so.
Okay, so we're still going.
Yes.
Useless like a pile of dung. Freaking Kazooie is the freaking character of this game. Like, they are who you are playing as. Like, Banjo is just a dumb bear that is going where you tell him to go. Like, who does all the abilities? Who gets all the powers? Who has all the tricks and skills and the eggs and the feathers and all that junk? It's Kazooie.
Well, yeah, but Banjo can jump, and he can swing his fists like that. I don't think I've ever shown off that attack the whole time that we've been playing this game, because it is, quite frankly, absolutely useless.
Exactly. That's my point. And Kazooie, look at her. She's literally carrying Banjo.
Yeah, they did actually give Banjo some more stuff to do on his own in the sequel, especially since the pair has to split up at certain points in that game.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the that was one of the biggest new moves in the game, was the fact that you could use special split up pads to separate Banjo and Kazooie. Did you never play Tooie before?
I never have. I've only seen like maybe the pirate referenced.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you knew about that.
Yep. Oh, there it is. I've been wandering around like an idiot, and it's right over there. Oh, and there's Brintilda right there too. I believe this is the last time that we talked to her too.
Did you just forget some of the stuff towards the end here?
Yeah, because I had forgotten where the switch was.
Flying radio controlled bots.
Yeah, just keep yawning. I'm sure they like hearing that.
I was not yawning. I was doing an accent.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna hit the switch, and then we'll end the episode there.
Don't punch our switch.
What? What? Midori, sometimes I just don't understand you.
You said you were gonna hit the switch.
Yes, and then I'll end the episode.
Don't hit the switch.
But we need to finish the game.
Who says that we need to hit?
I hit it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to end this episode here.
Ruining my fun.
Yes, I'm very good at that. So anyway, thank you all for joining us, and we hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. And we'll be back again with more delightfulness later.
For all our lovely, lovely, lovely viewers.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.